Hello Ratbags, it's Jade with another tour of Grounded today. The update's just gone live on PTS servers. You can access it through Xbox Insider or clicking on the beta on your Steam. The update for everyone will be going live probably in a week or two once they get some feedback. Now, subject to change, lots can happen, they may move things around, and some areas I'm about to show you may not be fully complete. I'm giving that word of warning now, and spoilers. I am using some cheats, a modification on PC where I can hover and fly around. So there will be enemies that will be there that you won't see today, so I'm leaving some things a little bit spoiler-esque free. You won't see certain enemies or certain resources showing up like burgle chips and scabs. So I'm going to be doing proper legitimate guides. I'll be showing you everything you need to know. But right now in this video, we're going to focus actually on the sandbox and the picnic table. I've already done the haze where you can see lots of stuff that's going on with the new zones and all the new creatures. And the third one that's coming up is going to be the trash area and one of the biggest dungeon networks I've seen in this game. So do leave a like, make sure you're subscribed, and let's go. Now this zone is completely fresh, completely new. You're going to need precautions coming in here and a lot of shade. Apparently it's going to have a modifier that can cause damage. You're basically going to be caught under the sun's glare. And if that happens, you will slowly start to lose health. So I'm guessing you're either going to need some sort of special armor or possibly some sort of new balm before exploring. We know that they've said that a lot of shade is going to give you respite, so you may have to jump from one place to another. But you can see we've got a laboratory there, we've got lots of broken toys. It's very, very sandy, it's very, very desert-like, with big boot prints going around. And it looks like it's a giant Duplo-style brick, possibly. Can't really tell if that's meant to be a knockoff Lego brick or something. Or maybe it's just a shape, a sand shape, to build walls with. There is a little bit of water here, and it does look like there is a submerged analyzer point. So you can't get caught short coming over here and maybe exploring and analysing some of the new stuff. We've got little cactuses. I'm guessing we'll be able to harvest them or maybe get the stuff from the flowers. And the aloe vera plants. Again, these are usually things that quench you first or heal you. So it's pretty cool. We've also got food as well. A very, very sad looking little hot dog. And then of course we have got the castle. Now this is pretty cool. It's got a big massive trench on it. Looks like it's waterlogged at the bottom. We've got a carton of juice, more food, and we've got another bucket over here. Is that a sand hole that goes somewhere? There is some new creatures added. It's not just the mutated ones, and it's not just the black ants. It does look like there will be some sort of new ant queen boss. So could this be where she resides, guarding this sandcastle? Looks really cool though. It looks like there is an entranceway right at the back. Nothing else much going on. Anything up top? So we go all the way through. I'm guessing we're not going to be able to dig down, unfortunately, and make your own tunnels. So it's very small, but again, this could be for future. They may add some sort of dungeon or some sort of area to go and explore. I guess the last thing to really talk about is the battery and this doorway, the laboratory. So you can see it's sticking up in the sand. So we will have to go down here. Does look like it's going to need a key card to actually get inside. And we've got another laboratory area. Now, what does it say? A visual riddle that indicates that if you dig within the shadow of the toy shuttle handle outside the lab at 1530, you'll find the key to the moat chest. Okay, so maybe there is an element of being able to dig. It looks like we've got some of the new foodstuffs that you can also modify your weapons and stuff with now. Spicy foods. That's going to give you some sort of buff now on weapons when you use chunks of them. And that looks pretty much about it. I'm guessing there probably will be some sort of scab or another burgle chip in here too. Now they said at 3:30 at a certain time. So is that going to be showing us a spot where we can actually dig and get some free loot? There's the hot chachas. So that's the new item that you can get, the food item. So it looks like there could be potentially tunnels that you can only dig if you've got the certain item. I'm looking down now, and the way that lots of these tunnels go through, maybe they give way or change once you've actually dug inside. Because at the moment there's no way to access some of these. So yeah, that could just be for future use, guys. There's a few of them in the sandbox. Now, it said about the Sunken Moat that there was a treasure here too, or it's the key to the treasure. So there must be a laboratory area or an entrance inside here somewhere. Maybe it's in the water. Going over that side. Is it in the bucket? Maybe that's where you've got to dig eventually. Aha, here's the Sunken Treasure. Okay, so whatever the key is, this is what's going to open up. There's going to be something in here. Now there is a black ant shovel, and I was wondering why we would need a second shovel, but maybe we need that second shovel to actually dig down. It does look very suspicious, these tunnels. And this one, once you get through it, it does open up, and there is something worthy in here. You've got salt deposits in this tunnel. So is this where we're going to come to go and get salt? This is quite big. This could be where the ant lions, I do believe. That's one of the new creatures that is possibly added. Again, you might not be able to access this. Take this with a pinch of salt, people. It just might be for future use. They've often done that. They've added stuff with the PTS and expanded and opened up another area. But yeah, it's good to know that there is even more going on. So I think that's a really cool addition. If you can build a base there somehow safely, I think that'd be great. But who knows what it is. I think it's going to be a little boss arena. Or there's definitely going to be some hard creatures here. Okay, let's finish it off. There's lots of bees around here. Like I said, I'm guessing this is going to be the area where you go to the picnic bench. There is good to know there are some anchor points. So maybe we'll be able to get an anchor point from up there, I'm guessing. Or maybe this is just a good way to get down below. Or maybe it's up here. So the picnic bench has been kind of useless for a while. Rip my castle that I built. Oh my god. It could be there. What? What? This is great stuff. This is fantastic. They've put a board game here. So I did a dev stream with the developers and I showed them a chessboard that I built. But I repurposed it into a game for us to play with Shyla and Eric, the community managers. And they've put like a board game here, which makes sense. I'm not saying they've done that because I've just put a board game here or a chessboard. But this looks great. I think it's still got a bit of work to do, but yes. Oh, mate. I know Eric is a big board game nerd. He does a lot of board game stuff. He likes playing it a lot. He does lots of Dungeons and Dragons. So you've got the Dungeons and Dragons stuff going on there. So yeah, this is great, man. This is great stuff. But ripped my castle. Which I built, which basically had the chess set, because that is going to be gone now. Oh, I'm scared to load it up and see if it will actually work. But yeah, there's loads of other good stuff. I won't cry my eyes too much. Does look like it's going to be a bit of a test. Now, these creatures are just little figurines. I don't think there's necessarily going to be any enemies in here. But yeah, this could potentially be ready now, or maybe it is just like meant to look like this. The Dungeons and Dragons sort of board grey pieces that you paint yourself. But there is some sort of treasure here. So you're definitely going to have to find a way to get up here now. And maybe the anchor point is one of them to get down quicker. But it does mean that the bees been moved over. We've got banana skins in the game. There's a lot of bees over here. A lot of them. Got an empty box as well. Oh, this is so cool. Loads of books. Here we go. So there is definitely a sort of pathway by looks of things. Yeah, you've got a Dungeons and Dragons book there. Character book. So it looks like you go up this way, or you come around this way maybe a little bit. So maybe you won't have to build up the whole way. You just have to create some sort of ladder or some way to get up a little bit. I was thinking maybe you could parachute onto it from somewhere. Yeah, it looks like there is a sort of little way that you might be able to get across and get up. That's really cool stuff. Damn, this update is going to be good. It's going to give me weeks of content. Although I am trying to fit in as much as I possibly can in the next couple of days for you guys. So there we go, that's a little tour of the sandbox and the picnic table. Look out for the next video, which is going to be the trash can zone and huge amount of dungeons. Probably the biggest amount of dungeons you've ever seen in the game, like laboratories and tunnels. It's going to be a huge challenge exploring what I'm going to show you next. So look out for that video, it will be coming up straight after this one. I'm powering through the night, I'm staying up to like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning in the UK to get these videos out to you, because I have to be first, because that's my thing. And I'll see you ratbags for another one very soon when I come back to do the legitimate guides.